Hi everyone, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Hello and welcome to all those new, hello and welcome. And to those of you that have been here, this will probably be a little bit more relevant, but I do hope that everyone can take away from this video. I have little baby Lennon here. He's my Chase sculpt by Bonnie Brown. He's just such a snuggle bug. And his artist is Andrea Hughes at Alexandria Hughes, at Alexandria's Babies. So he's just a cuddle bug. So I just thought, perfect baby to kind of hold while I chat. I actually really don't want to be making this video. And I watched a couple friends' videos, Renee's at Raendom Reborns and Diane's at Diana Reed, and I will put a link to both of those ladies' videos below. They were very good videos. Ladies, I've had a very, very bad migraine, just kind of battling it all day with this snow that has come in for New York. And I just couldn't even gather my thoughts to even comment yet on your all videos, but I will get there. I felt I kind of needed to get my thoughts out, and I was stunned. I am very disappointed of what's going on in the community. And I would like to send out some love to my dear friend Annie. Annie, you know that I love you. And she's just a really wonderful, amazing, kind person. That just such a kind, loving, trusting soul. So definitely just, wanted to say that, Annie, I love you. I'm so glad you're doing great today. And, I think that you're gonna be just fine in finding your way through YouTube and this community. And what you're doing in moving forward, but when you get blindsided. So I'm gonna start there. A channel and a lady here that I have supported and enjoyed from pretty much since I've been here, I think, or close to it. And let me explain why I enjoy this creator and this person. She is an absolutely stunningly beautiful woman, just naturally beautiful, and glows and shines, and is very gifted, talented person in the way she can draw a crowd in and make people laugh, and just all of that in art, in the babies, and there's been some things where I've been like, oh, that's kind of crossing the line, but I wrote certain things off as all in good fun, because kind of when you see people getting roasted, I guess I would more call it, that are people that dish it out all the time. So it's like, well, if you can dish it out, you can take it, so it never bothered me to any extensive point, and many times I laughed along, which I am now ashamed about. I had no idea. Actually, that's speaking in half truth. My gut probably told me that this person may have been capable of things I guess you just want to always see the good in people. And I think deep down inside, there's a lot of good and probably a lot of personal, struggle. And you know what? I can't presume to know, because you never know what's going on in someone's life. And that's the issue here. Grouping someone all together, grouping ladies all together and assuming that they're all the same and all of their motives are the same is wrong. It's discriminating. It's, first off. And to blindside someone that is completely innocent, just over there sharing their babies, their art, their talents, their families, and not a very opinionated, outspoken person, to go and do that. You're not now picking on someone that can dish it out. Usually the people that don't dish it out, because they can't take it. They're sensitive people, and they don't, and that hurts me and bothers me to see that. The fact that I happen to know this person on such a deep, intimate level, and know kind of, what's gone on in life before each video went on. And there's been several things, that, this person has kind of been slammed with. So, that's a lot to take in. That's a lot going on. And, I myself will get flustered and confused and mix things up, and it, obviously is not intentional, but to go and make assumptions, based upon someone that you have not personally taken the time to get to know, just because you think that their group of friends it's wrong. I have said from the beginning, when I jumped right on and got involved with the community and talked about the bullying, and I have that video up, come bully me. Do what you want to me, but don't hurt innocent people. Don't hurt people that it's actually gonna bother, and you know that. Because me, click. Other people, not so much, and you never know what's going on in someone's life. Diane, definitely, she touched more on that. But, and to know someone, and there's a lot of things that I know, extraordinary acts of kindness that have been done completely behind the scenes, that it wasn't for credit or recognition, that no one even knows about, that I've bared witness to. Just the kind of kindness that you wish that you need more of those people in this world. And to see them hurting in such a way, and to have someone that I love hurting in such a way, hurts me very deeply. I am really, really disappointed. I'm really disappointed, because indirectly, a lot of people, a lot of ladies in this community are hurting right now, and it causes more of a divide. And that's not what we're supposed to be here for. We are supposed to be here to lift each other up, not tear one another down. And if you don't like someone, you just ignore them. There's no reason to intentionally go out of your way to publicly embarrass them, to be cruel, that is just crossing a line, and I don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it. And I'm deeply hurt by it because someone I love is hurting someone that I know their heart, and it's not okay with me. And I am at this point embarrassed that I have supported this, basically. And, my reasons, being, again, were, the talent there. I looked at things more like, when you come on the YouTube and look for the channels that you're going to watch, and it's almost like you're looking for a sitcom, and sometimes you just want a good laugh and some comedy, sometimes you want things spiced up and a little bit of drama in all in good fun, all in good, not outright cruelness, not purposely going after the weak. That's being a bully. In school, it always bothered me to see girls getting picked on, anybody getting picked on, really. And I was a popular girl. I didn't even kind of realize it, know it, want it, try for it. I just was who I was. And I just would be friends with anyone and I would, if I saw someone getting attacked just because they were a little different, they were, just came off a little weak or whatever it was, I wouldn't, let me be clear with this. I don't think it's right to then go after, and two wrongs don't make a right, and start attacking the person that's attacking. I would more go to that person and show them some love and say, I'll be your friend. Why don't you come over my house? Let's do our makeup. Let's hang out. Hey, look, everybody, this person is my friend. I think they're cool. I like them. I would find their qualities and bring it out. Instead of going the opposite way and going at the person that had taught you. You all understand? Because that's what keeps fueling the fire. That's what's throwing gasoline on the fire. Us ladies are entitled to come here, and part of this is talking about our feelings, about what's going on, etc. It's not, there's no attacks, there's no, anything like that. I encourage everyone that is supportive, say, of this video and my train of thought, to give the person that has been hurt some love and support, and show them some love and support, and just not support the person that has done this. Because the more people that watch and support, the more empowered this person is going to be. And when you have someone that is very charismatic, and it's, I don't want to say acts, because I'm sure that there's you know what I'm saying, but for the role play and coming on and funny stuff, for sure, absolutely, there's a flair there. And when you have the ability to draw a crowd in, wouldn't the right thing to use that influence that you have over people to be kind and not tear one another down? And I'm guilty of not realizing and not paying attention to the other people that maybe I didn't know that got on the chopping block that night, that live, that video or whatever. It's easier to kind of jump on and laugh when you don't know the human being behind who's being laughed at. And I deeply and sincerely apologize for endorsing that by the support of the channel, and not, realizing that that's somebody else's friend, that's somebody else's, channel, life, etc. I kind of took it more as, okay, it's people that are also out there publicly blasting and really opinionated. It would be like if you gave some poking at me, and if you really wanted to, and go through my videos and pick out my mistakes and my miswording and whatever, and silly things I do and wrong things I do, and pick on them, okay, I'll laugh with you. No big deal. Come pick on me again. But God, why? Why? I just... I was speechless. What? Like, I just... don't understand it all, I guess. A certain part of me is maybe naive and innocent and believing, and I am certainly one to give everyone a chance. And that's the thing, until I've had a negative reaction with someone, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I see their talents, I see their soul inside, so it's hard not for me not to, if I relate to someone in a lot of other ways and enjoy them in a lot of other ways, I put in my head and think to myself, everyone has flaws, and I might not particularly care for how far certain things are taken or whatever. So whatever, I don't watch those videos if I don't want to or whatever. But I wasn't necessarily thinking it on the level of, well, you're now supporting this. And, in a certain way, it's like, cycle of life here, when you see like the lion and all the zebras, and then one that is injured, slow, or smaller, or weaker, can't keep up, it gets separated from the pack, and that's the one that gets attacked. And it's, it's nature, but it's brutal watching that happen. And, well, this is not the wild. We are grown women that are supposed to be showing class and kindness and all that in a doll collecting hobby. And clearly what goes on here, there are those zebras that need strong women to gather around them, and until they build up the strength to handle things on their own, which I think my friend has learned real fast and is on her way, for sure. And I'm glad, and my better half helped with some of last night, and you know who I'm talking about. But anyways, I don't know how much sense this will make to a lot of you, but I didn't want to make a video like Diane was saying, but things have just went so far, too far. And you're talking about a person and channel with just a lot of influence that is using it for no good at this point, and it's very unfair. And I recently went in and paid to support this person. And I was waiting because things were really, really tight. I was penny pinching. And part of me, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be just more of the kind of stuff that I don't care for about, very drama-y type stuff. Like, I was very unsure. But I felt like this person, really kind of, worked hard and provided a lot of entertainment that I learned a ton from, that I related to in a lot of areas, but is a loose cannon and off the rails. I'm like, what? Like, wow, I'm really like, wow. And I'm sure I mean squat to this person, I don't think too many people do, because you're also talking about a person that, um, doesn't really allow friends in that way. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like I never felt like I was able to, um, reach a different level, but that was okay. I was like, I don't mind supporting, like we've talked about. There's bigger channels that they're not necessarily all gonna, be able to comment and chat with you individually and all of that. And if you like watching them, you like watching them type of thing. So that's kind of how I, viewed that this person, just still deserved, in that way. And I've been wrong, and I kind of had to come on and say something, because now I'm here looking like a complete hypocrite. And I really wanted to explain what my train of thought was and what was going on. And I again want to stress, and you don't know, even on the other side, even if someone hasn't been nice, you still don't know what is going on behind the screen and the other, 23 hours and 30 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? So, and usually when people, intentionally hurt other people, it's because they're hurting, inside. Unless they're that shallow, and, is it worth it? For the views, for the subs, for the likes, for the attention, and at this point, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not because they're hurting inside, or, maybe just they've gone too far. I don't have an answer for that, because I'm not inside someone else's head, and I am not inside someone else's life. Therefore, I am not going to make assumptions, because I don't know. And I've never had really a personal relationship, or to say, look, I know this person. I know what they're going through or not going through, or I can't say that. And none of us should. You do stuff like that long enough, one day you're going to come up and you're going to do it to the wrong person. And I think that kind of happens, because I think that everyone is pretty upset. And for me, who is like beyond easygoing, and said to myself, like, yes, there are some ladies here that, I've recently been getting to know, that I know have had direct conflict with this person. And I was still okay with that, because I said to myself, again, I that's not fair for me to judge someone, especially someone that I've kind of, known by supporting for, some time, based upon your interactions. Again, it was like that benefit of the doubt thing. But I choose to want to, interact with ladies, that are, sharing their dolls and enjoying, and not coming on every other day to blatantly, deliberately attacking people that are just minding their own business, just because they happen to be friends with people that you've had beef with. Think about that. And this person happens to be the wrong person, because I'm hurt. So in my mind, you took it too far, because I'm hurting for my friend, to watch them go through that and be hurt. But it's all in life and learning experience and all that. And, You know, it was going to happen sooner or later, and it's going to continue when your, you know, big symbols make big targets as your channel grows. We all go through it, and we'll probably continue to go through it. And some of this stuff is just downright really nasty and shocking and all this stuff. It's kind of different though when it's happening from like a troll or, you know, something like that. And it's different than when it's coming from another collector and channel creator that, you know, people watch and, you know, things like that. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me, period. It doesn't sit right with me. And I would have myself reached out privately, but, you know, my BFF that everybody knows is like my other half kind of already did, because there was circumstances behind it and there was no reasoning. So I said to myself, well, you know, then obviously I'm probably going to get the same thing. And I got to say, I got that vibe. You know, I went and paid and joined a membership and definitely got a vibe like I wasn't even welcome there. And I'm thinking to myself, did something change in the past few months? I don't know. Mom? Yes, dear. I am. Okay. I'll be done in a minute or two, buddy. So I am going to finish up. I really hope I got my point across. And I hope that, again, you know, just think about, please, continuing to just show support and love to people that you're going to be supportive of, and then maybe choose not to support people that you're, you know, are out there intentionally hurting other people. You know, it called me blind in a way that I didn't see it. I didn't want to believe it. I wasn't that closely involved, so I was maybe being, you know, whatever, you live and you learn. That was a, you know, clear mistake on my part. And it's just not worth it to get the little bit of humor. And, you know, yes, it's sometimes, you know, the drama does suck us all in, and it's hard not to, you know, want to go. But again, if you're going to, you know, there's a way to get on and act and have fun and get, you know, cut loose and, you know, talk, you know, lady talk and all kinds of stuff, and even razz and roast some people that are, you know, even your friends that you know can take it. But to, again, to just go and outright do that, it's just unacceptable. And, you know, I happen to know this person on that intimate of a level, so I certainly darn well know what was, you know, said was not true. You know, I just know. I know what was going on. I just know that. So anyways, you know, I think I think we could do so much better. To those of you new in the community, I think it's just smart to stick with watching channels of ladies that don't, you know, don't have anything negative to say, you know, and don't, you know, do that kind of stuff, because otherwise then you have to ask yourself where the line is drawn, where you think it's acceptable, where you know, and again, maybe a little while back and even a few weeks back, I was still at a point where I thought that, okay, it's acceptable. And again, when you see somebody so, you know, so beautiful, so talented, so everything, you know, you want to, you want to think the best, you want to believe the best, and you know, again, deep down, you know, I think that is actually a good person in there. I just think that, you know, maybe a chemical, but I again, I don't want to, now I'm off, you know, speculating, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, but there is something, you know, definitely something, you know, where you know, you flick on and you get one personality one day, but that, you know, I took that as a persona. I took that as a, you know, you're someone that is working to rise your channel and make your coins and do your thing, you know. So, you know, that's why, where I wrote that off as, until now. So, come on along and help me share Annie some love. Can you all hashtag your Instagram, Facebook photos? Just use the hashtag, let's see, Pixie Love Annie. Can you all hashtag Pixie, Pixi, Love Annie. All right, and let's see how many pictures I could gather up together under that hashtag to let Annie know all the supporters and all the love. Let's just keep it pouring in, because she's gonna run into more. Y'all know that, you know, her channel's growing, people love her, and there's gonna be more, and it can get ugly. I mean, I was attacked the most, oh God, I don't even want to go there. So, like, you know, I'm not necessarily talking about this person, but like that they would do that, but you know, I'm just talking about in general. Oh my Lord in heaven. So, you know, let's boost her up so that she can continue on, because the last thing we want is such good, kind ladies that have done so much good and kindness and things in this community to go and run them off. You know, what are we going to be left with then? All right, ladies. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you're going to do. Subscribe, hang out, come along for the ride. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And thanks so much, you know, for listening today. All right, ladies. God bless.